Hi everyone and welcome back. I'm here in my backyard with the SEESTAR S50 Smart Telescope and SEESTAR S30. After getting them ready for polar alignment in daytime, I do want to show you now how to fine-tune the polar alignment using the SEESTAR app. And I do want to test for the first time the new EQ mode feature for S50 and S30. This is a huge upgrade that will allow us to get better quality images and longer astrophotography plans with both telescopes. It will also allow us to capture deep sky objects at zenith that we couldn't do before when using these smart telescopes. SEESTAR S50 had problems imaging at zenith. Now with the new EQ mode feature, this problem will be gone. So basically, the phone app allows you to get the proper latitude of your location. Here, using a tripod or an equatorial edge, it will not matter. In daytime, you can use the app to get ready the telescopes for polar alignment by showing you the right angle that the telescope needs to be tilted in order to point to Polaris, and this angle needs to be your corresponding latitude. Once you set it up, the SEESTAR S50 or SEESTAR S30, in daytime, you basically just make a rough alignment like this. In the north, I will just align the tripod visually towards Polaris. If you are very new at this and you don't know where is Polaris, you can easily find it in an application like Stellarium. Now I'll do the same with the S30 Smart Telescope. We'll go and point roughly towards Polaris. I also want to test if, let's say, you do not see Polaris, and we'll just move this telescope a little bit further so it will not be visible like this. Now let's begin and use the new equatorial mode with the S50 Smart Telescope, and after that we'll test it also on the S30. First thing we need to do is to tap on the S50 image, then we'll go lower at advanced feature, and then we select mount mode. We click on it, and we have also here a tutorial. We'll got it. And so basically we see also here instructions how to do it. You basically need to have the body of the telescope tilted, so the center axis will be towards Polaris, and the power button facing up like this. We are at 49 degrees, not 47. That is my current latitude. So we need to adjust it. We'll unlock here this lock knob from the Star Adventurer wedge a little bit, and then go use the latitude knob here to move it lower a little bit until we get to 47 degrees. Okay, so it says we are at 47. So let's tighten it again. So the first step is to tilt the SEESTAR as the following picture and keep the power button facing up and pointing to north. So you need to, as I showed you before, to point the body of the SEESTAR S50 towards Polaris and have here the power button facing up. And has this small line that you can also imagine it to go towards north, but the whole button and here the power lines basically will also light up in the south. So you see it's lighting up my face. In the back I have south. So we switch, then we press OK. Now we need to click Get Polar Align Deviation, and it will start turning around. It will open the arm. You'll be able to see it. We'll get some light here. And next step will be to image the stars, I believe, in 2 or 3 points, and it will do plate solving. So it will calculate the position accurately and will give us feedback how to correct the position from the tripod, or in this case from the wedge, to get a very accurate polar alignment. So EQ mode, getting polar aligned deviation, and let's see where it will image. It seems it will image towards south. So now it seems it images close to zenith, high in the sky, where it sees all the stars. So this already makes me think that it does not require to point at Polaris to get a good polar alignment. And this is awesome, and we'll test it on the S30 in just a few moments after we finish with the SEESTAR S50. And we have it. It works. So we have an error of 0.4 degrees is green, that is good, and 1.3 degrees we need to get it lower, or 1.6. So basically now I will use again here this altitude adjustment knob on the Star Venturer wedge, like this. Wait. And it's 0.2, a little bit more, so 0.4. Okay, up a little bit more. We need to wait a little bit, a few seconds, so it doesn't have error. So let's see, we have here this azimuth adjustment knobs, and let's see which one will turn. So it says right, so we need to adjust the right one. Okay. And yeah, we need it a little bit more. So to move right, okay, 0602, 07, 0 degrees. Okay. Now we'll need to point up a little bit more. And it's 0.1 degrees and 0 degrees on azimuth. So this is very good, maybe even more tight a little bit. Okay, and we tight now here. And we got to 0.0101. The best I could get, it was 0.001. Yes, so we are very good. I would say a perfect alignment, according to the app. Okay, so we finished. Now we'll go back. We are basically in Equatorial Mode now. And it will show us mount mode, EQ mode. Okay, so next step, I will select 30 seconds. And I also make sure I have I deleted all the data so I can image how much I want. And we'll select save each frame, so we have all the frames saved. And we'll go back, go Seestar, stargazing, and select deep sky object. Let's see if we still have clouds are coming, unfortunately. But let's see if we can find something, clouds on the Orion. Let's find something up a galaxy. We can try Messier 81 and 82. Yeah, so let's try that. Messier 81 and 82, go gazing. So we'll let it here run the setup, take the calibration frames, and I'll be back in a few moments. And we can check the live stack and zoom in to see how the stars look at 30 seconds exposures. And don't miss the next part of the video when I'll show you longer astrophotography plans. Now let's switch back to the SEESTAR S30 smart telescope. So let's see if we can do polar alignment. Let's see if PlaySolve will work through these thick clouds that just came. 47. Then we tight. Good. Press OK. Now we are in EQ mode and we'll select get polar align deviation without seeing Polaris. So let's see if it will work. First it will turn. So we see it turning. So yeah, first test with the new EQ mode feature for the SEESTAR S50 and S30. Very excited to test this out. Unfortunately, the weather is not on my side. And we've done it. We managed to make a polar alignment with the SEESTAR S30 smart telescope without seeing Polaris. It did PlaySolve up in the sky where stars were visible, and we managed to do it. However, clouds came, and I'm not sure if we'll still be able to image. Here we'll go with 30 seconds and see what we'll be able to get. Save each frame. Go back. Sky Atlas. Search M81. Locate target position. We select go to. And let's see. We managed to do it. Unfortunately, clouds came and we'll have to do the long plans probably another night. If I will wait a little bit more, if it will not pass, we'll do it another night. Well, this was all for tonight for this part of the video. This is how you can set up the SEESTAR S50 smart telescope and S30 in equatorial mode and get an accurate polar alignment. I want to thank you all that subscribe to the channel and also everyone that is supporting the channel more by hitting the join button and becoming a member. And it helps me make more tutorials and reviews. Thanks for watching and hope we'll see you soon also in the next part. Clear sky everyone.